Good evening, Red Ant Nation, and welcome to Progreso High School's 2020 Athletic Awards Virtual Assembly. My name is Ryan Alanis, and I'll be your MC for this evening's assembly. We love this time of year because it involves celebrating all the hard work and successes of Progreso student athletes. And as much as we'd love to be together right now celebrating, unfortunately that is not possible. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, some of our athletic seasons were shut down and cut short. This pandemic affected student athletes not only here at home, but across the state and across the nation. That will not stop Progreso High School from doing everything we can to honor our student athletes, regardless of the format. That is why, tonight, for the first time, we've gone digital. We hope that you and your family will sit down together to help us acknowledge and honor some of our outstanding Red Ant athletes.
This is uncharted territory. This pandemic is something that we never thought we would have to face. And in the face of uncertainty, we turn to something that unites us: sports. But why are we so drawn to sports in the first place? Is it the passion, the camaraderie, the sense of community? Maybe it's the thrill of watching people achieve their goals and their dreams. The truth is, we watch sports for all of that and so much more. And while it hurts that some of us didn't get to finish our season, we must understand we will grow from this. Because the next time we can high-five our friends after a big play, we'll remember how it made us feel. We are Progreso, and we will be back, stronger than ever before.
Right on three, right on three.
Now, without further ado, let's get started with this evening's awards. Tonight, we'll be having each individual coach announcing their award recipients for their respective sports. Starting us off tonight, we have a few words and awards from newly appointed varsity football coach, Mr. Jose Mesa.
Hello, this is Coach Mesa. I would like to thank our football players and especially our seniors for their hard work and dedication during the 2019 football season. The following individuals are the recipients of the following awards.
Up next, we have head coach Jackie Gonzalez presenting the volleyball awards.
In District 32 4A, volleyball has always been a competitive sport, and the majority of the athletes have become extremely dedicated from playing in a league and training all summer to joining a variety of tournaments through the spring that enables them to stay in shape. All teams did a phenomenal job this year with hard work while also having a little fun, especially the varsity girls. I can't say enough about this special group of young ladies. They were a close-knit team year-round and continuously fought through adversity even when being dealt into the toughest matches. They kept their eyes on the prize the entire season, which earned them the third spot in the playoffs for the second time in 4 years. Thanks to everyone who came out and supported all season, from students to parents to staff and everyone else in between. Without further ado, this first award is going to an athlete who became extremely dedicated and mastered her craft to the T. She was very shy and timid at first, but once she set her goals, she committed, she focused, and she practiced till she got it right. She became one of the top setters in the district as she had over 350 assists in district play. The Dedication and Desire Award goes to sophomore Itzel Compian. Itzel also received first team All-District honors this season. The next award goes to an athlete who was constantly moved to different positions in our rotation, and no matter where she was at, she hustled after every ball, refusing to let the ball drop. Aside from being our most versatile player, she was also the second most consistent server and attacker on the team, coming in clutch numerous times with games on the line. The Heart and Hustle Award goes to senior Vanessa Martinez. Vanessa also received honorable mention this season. The third award goes to an athlete who this season became a big part of our defense. Although she may have been a bit small for her position, she constantly stood tall and fought tooth and nail against her opponents. She continuously came up big by getting us key blocks during big games. She was second on the team in blocks and was able to hold the fort down in the front row when I co-rotated to the back. The She Said No award for being controlling on the net goes to junior Leslie Barrera. Leslie also received second team All-District honors this season. Leading a team isn't an easy task, even for the most talented and assertive athletes. An MVP should not just be the most successful athlete on the court, but should also be someone who puts in the most effort off the court, whether it's keeping the team together after a tough loss, directing the team through summer workouts, or just simply being a voice to be heard of in the locker room. This athlete did it all. One of the greatest joys of coaching is watching players develop and improve, and what a joy it has been watching this young lady grow, not only as an athlete but as a person herself. This athlete's journey as a volleyball player has been truly remarkable, and she will be a model for others to follow. She went from coming off the bench her freshman year to jumping into the starting lineup her sophomore year, to being an offensive force to be reckoned with her junior year, to practically carrying the team on her shoulders this year and becoming the best athlete in the district. Nothing ever seemed to faze her, as she would thrive under pressure situations. She always maintained a positive attitude no matter the opponent or the situation. This athlete not only led her team but also the district in every statistical category. This year's MVP honors goes to senior Nicole Trevino. She had over 300 kills in district play alone, 65 blocks, was 97% from the service line, and normally held the back row together with over 250 digs. These monstrous numbers earned her District 32 4A MVP honors and a trip to the All-Star Game. With that being said, this athlete will truly be missed and has left big shoes to fill.
And now, Coach Gloria Guerrier presenting the Varsity Girls Cross Country Awards.
Good evening and welcome everybody to our virtual sports banquet. We're so glad that you could join us in celebrating our student athletes tonight. I'm Coach Guerrier, Girls Coordinator and Head Coach for Track and Field and Cross Country. I'd like to start by saying thank you to our administrators, our superintendent, school board members, and our parents. Without you, none of this would be possible. 2019-2020 produced some very successful seasons as well as many memorable performances. Starting with cross country, we're coming off of a very successful season with many improvements and new PRs. Just missing regionals by 1 point, the girls are hungry for next year's season. We're extremely proud of all of their hard work, dedication, and resiliency. Congratulations, athletes. Keep up the hard work. Our newcomer of the year is freshman Cyan Alanis. Cyan came to us in the summer and began working out, and her hard work and dedication earned her a spot as one of the top 5 runners on the varsity team. Congratulations, Cyan. Our Heart and Hustle Award is going to Britannia Sauceda and Megan Garcia. Both of these young ladies are actually newcomers as well. Britannia Saucedo is a junior and first-time high school cross-country member. She was also one of our top 5 varsity members. Our next recipient is Megan Garcia. Megan Garcia came to us and decided that she would like to join cross-country as a means to get ready for soccer, not knowing that she would be one of our most improved athletes and was one of the ones that made it to practice every day. Great job, ladies. Our Dedication and Desire Award goes to Diani Garcia. Diani is a sophomore and a returning varsity member. She's a very dedicated athlete who is a great training partner and showed much improvements this year. Great job, Diani. And now for our MVP. Our MVP is senior Cassandra Gonzalez. Cassandra is coming off of a hard district season last year. From not being able to complete her district season due to a fractured foot to making all the way over to state competition. She improved so much in her time here and is a soft-spoken leader who led the team with her performances. Great job, Cassandra. Those are your recipients for cross country. But I would like to say great job to all the young ladies that participated in cross country this year. Congratulations.
Up next, we have Coach Jimenez presenting the Varsity Boys Cross Country Awards.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Coach Jimenez, and I will be presenting the 2019 Boys Cross Country Awards. The 2019 season was a successful one. The boys cross country team ended up in 3rd place at the state meet. In order to get to this point, we went through a tough road by participating in big meets. Out of the 8 meets we went to, we were able to win 4 of them: Edcouch, Edinburgh, Mercedes, and Corpus Christi. After the regular season was done, we went on to win the district and regional meets for the 4th time in a row. All in all, I truly believe the 2019 cross-country season was an amazing ride. At this time, I would like to thank all the parents, coaching staff, administrators, teachers, and especially the runners who made this season a special one. Without further ado, these are the recipients of the 2019 cross-country awards. The first award goes to David Cervantes. David is the 2019 Most Improved Runner. David is a senior and he plans to attend UTRGV after high school. The second award goes to Hector Perales. Hector is the 2019 Heart and Hustle Cross Country Runner. Hector is a junior and we have high expectations for his senior year. The third award goes to Gerardo Gallardo. Gerardo is the 2019 Dedication and Desire Runner. Gerardo is a senior and he plans to attend Texas A&M at Kingsville after high school. The fourth award goes to Samuel Serra. Sam is the 2019 Runner of the Year. Sam is a senior and he plans to attend Texas A&M at Kingsville as well after high school. The last but equally important award goes to Jonathan Vega. Jonathan is a senior and he is the 2019 Most Valuable Runner. Jonathan is a 4-time district champion, 4-time regional champion, and a 4-time state qualifier runner. He plans to join the Marines after high school. His passion for running will be greatly missed.
We have the Progreso Red Ants.
Thank you and good night.
Moving along, we have Coach Piscina presenting the Varsity Girls Basketball Awards.
Hello to everyone. I would like to thank all who contributed to the Lady Red basketball team this year. Everyone who came out to support us. It has been a year full of challenges, but we made it through. And the following student athletes have shown outstanding character by finishing up the season. Thank you. Starting with Bernice. Bernice, great job getting out there, giving it your best. Remember, back to the basket. Kenya Pesina, KK, thank you for stepping out and helping us out. I knew you could not keep your nose out of the basketball team this year. Get it? LOL, plus you know, you broke the nose. Next, Cyan Alanis, our newcomer of the year. This freshman went out and fought with the best of them and never gave up. She always listened when I told her to take it strong to the hole. Tough as nails. Great job. Carolina Lopez, you are our most improved player of the year. Your persistence and fearless attitude gave our team much needed boost many times. From hitting that unexpected shot to ripping that rebound out of the other player's hands. Leslie Barrera, this year, Leslie is our defensive player of the year. Talk about making her presence felt. There's no backing down from any challenge for Leslie. She would impose her will on the opponent. Galilea Pesina, she is our offensive player of the year this year. True soldier throughout the whole basketball season. Great basketball IQ and vision. She never quit and always played with fire in her eyes. Talk about hitting big shots, especially that three and the foul at the top of the key. Vanessa Martinez. Vanessa is awarded the Heart and Hustle Award. Flawless attitude, great defense, unmatchable work ethic, fearless, just a great student athlete to have as part of any team. Thank you, Vanessa. Great job this year. Finally, congratulations, Tamara Pesina, on being our 2019-2020 most valuable player. It was a tough start for this lady. This lady has great dribbling skills, quick first step, great shot, awesome nose for the ball. When she's on fire, she's on fire. Her quickness and scoring ability created problems for every team. Thank you, Mija. Keep up the good work in the future. Next, we're gonna have a little video our team created. Enjoy.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard. Whether it's the beat of the mic, he feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know him. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down.
Help me welcome Coach Raul Rivera presenting the Varsity Boys Basketball Awards.
Hello, my name's Coach Raul Rivera. I'm the head boys basketball coach at Progreso High School. This year we had a team that came back with a lot of experience, and we had a good season. We went 19-15 on the year. To me, I think that's the most wins we've had in a long time. Kids played real hard each and every night. They showed a lot of commitment to improve our basketball program. This is my second year as a basketball coach, and I think we've instilled a lot of discipline, character in our kids to go out there on the basketball court and showcase it. I want to thank all the seniors for being there throughout their high school career. We will miss you. For you underclassmen, I want to challenge you to come back next year to improve this program more, because we are heading in the right direction. At this time, I want to thank my assistant coaches for their help and continued support for this program as well. At this time, I want to start with our awards for this year. The newcomer of the year for this year goes to Raul Vladimir Rivera. He came in as a freshman from another district. He averaged close to 8 points a game and really showed signs of improving throughout the year. And I'm also glad to say that he's my son. Our most improved player for this year is Elian Rodriguez. And he went from coming off the bench to being a starter, and he started a lot of games in district. He really improved rebounding, he improved his scoring, and he improved all around. The defensive player of the year is Joshua San Roman. This gentleman played 4 years of varsity basketball. He came in this year as our defensive stopper. He did a lot of things on the defensive end that really helped us throughout the year. I'm gonna miss him, but he's a great kid. Our offensive player of the year is junior Tomas Diaz. He made a lot of clutch shots for us. He really worked on his offensive game. He really polished it up throughout the year. He hit the game winner against Santa Maria, and from there he just took off. I'm gonna go with co-MVPs. One of our co-MVPs for this year for basketball is Eduardo Rodriguez, the migrant student that would come in every November. Quiet kid, hardworking, very respectful, and very dedicated. His 4 years that he played in varsity, he improved each and every year. And he led us in scoring this year with an average of 16 points a game. He really excelled in district, and he really did a great job for us on the offensive end. Our other co-MVP for our basketball season is Joshua Garza. He also played 4 years of varsity basketball. Talk about a kid committed to the sport. Any phase of the game, he would go in there and he would try to improve. We're gonna miss him. He really meant a lot to our program, and I know a lot of our younger players look up to him. Once again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank our community for your continued support. Last but not least, I want to thank our managers who also helped us out throughout the year. We had 4 managers. They helped us out throughout the year, and they're really an integral part of our program. I hope everybody is safe back at home. Thank you. Take care and be safe.
Up next, Coach Castañeda presenting the Varsity Boys and Girls Golf Awards.
First of all, good afternoon. Hope all is well and safe during this critical time. Moving on with our golf awards presentation, I'll say a few words about our team this year. Although our season was cut short because of the worldwide issue going on, I have to admit our athletes were ready and improving weekly. Couldn't wait to compete in our pre-district and district tournaments. As for our golf awards, I'll start with the Most Improved Player Award. Our Girls Most Improved Player Award goes to sophomore Bernice Zavala. We hope to have Bernice back for 2 more years, and she will remain a great asset to our golf club. Congratulations, Bernice. As for the Boys Most Improved Award, this award goes to freshman Samuel Lopez. Sammy will be back for 3 years. Tremendously improved his game, and we'll be more than happy to have him be part of our golf program for our next 3 years. Congratulations, Sammy. I will conclude with our MVP awards. Our girls MVP award goes to 4-year letterman senior Amy Ramirez. Amy was as hardworking as they come, always with that happy smiling face on a good or bad shot, positive and confident as they come. Congratulations, Amy. As for our boys MVP award, this award goes to sophomore David Garcia. What can I say about David? Hardworking with great consistency to the game. Great role model and can hit that little ball a mile. Congratulations, David. As for our other underclassmen, hope to see you as part of our golf teams next year. Seniors, as one chapter of your life ends, welcome the challenge ahead. Make all your goals and dreams be filled with success. And finally, a special thanks to Coach Silva for her hard work. Thank you, God bless, and be safe.
And now we have Coach Luciano Acosta presenting the Varsity Girls Soccer Awards.
Hello, I am Luciano Acosta, head coach for the Lady Red and soccer team. My assistant coaches are Coach Connie Samarripa and Coach Cecia Netro. First and foremost, I want to thank our Lady Redheads for their hard work and dedication. I also want to thank all my parents for their support. It was a very challenging season this year. We faced many tragedies, obstacles and injuries, unlike any other season. I am very proud of our ladies because through everything that we went through, they showed great character and determination. They showed their love for the sport and for our community. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to the playoffs this year, but we did learn and grow in the sport. I am looking forward to next year with a good number of girls coming back, and hopefully we will be able to add more. Newcomer of the Year for this year, Abigail Peña. Abigail was there in every practice and in every game. She was always ready to play and learn. She might not have started every game, but when she went in, she never gave up. Playing in many positions and learning as a freshman is not very easy to do. but she took the challenge every time she was asked to. Spirit and desire, Daniela Garcia. Daniela is what a true captain is about. Her spirit helped push the team forward with every action she took. Her positiveness fed the team every time we were down. She never gave up, and the team followed. Defensive Player of the Year, Maria Ramirez. Maria played through injuries, which in her position is very hard to do. There is a lot of pressure on being goalie. You need a true leader to guide the defense and relieve the pressure. Maria did an outstanding job at it. Offensive Player of the Year, Mia Canales. Her perseverance and heart pushed her to be the best she could. Playing through injury is no easy task, but she tried harder every time. Nothing stopped this little redhead to accomplish her goals. Our MVP for this year is Cassandra Gonzalez. Cassie is a true example of what a Lady Redhead should be. Her work ethic is second to none. She is an outstanding player, never stops or gives up in a game. She is a motivation to everyone in the team. She was the player that took the most hits, but she got up every time without complaint. Quiero agradecer a las muchachas por todo su trabajo y dedicación, y en especial a los padres por todo su apoyo. Gracias.
And now, Coach Margarito Jimenez presenting the Varsity Boys Soccer Awards.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Coach Jimenez, and I will be presenting the 2020 Soccer Awards. Even though the 2020 soccer season was cut short due to COVID-19, it was a successful one by all means. We ended the season with 20 wins for the 6th time in a row. We made the playoffs as district runners-up, but the postseason never happened due to the pandemic. At this time, I want to thank all the parents, coaching staff, administrators, teachers, and most importantly, all the soccer players that participated this season. Thank you for all your support. Without further ado, these are the recipients of the 2020 Soccer Awards. The first award goes to Adrian Mendoza. Adrian is the 2020 Dedication and Desire Soccer Player. Adrian was an All-District First Team midfielder for District 3148 this year. He's a senior and he plans to join the workforce after high school. The second award goes to Edward Vasquez. Edward is the 2020 Goalie of the Year. Edward is a junior and he received First Team All-District Goalie honors this year. He also broke the school record with 15 shutouts. The third award goes to David Cervantes. David is the 2020 Defensive Player of the Year. David is a senior and he plans to attend UTRGV after high school. The fourth award goes to Omar Gomez. Omar is the 2020 Offensive Player of the Year. Omar is a sophomore and he was a First Team All-District Selection forward this season. He scored 30 goals this year. The last but equally important award goes to Hector Avila. Hector is the 2020 Most Valuable Player. Hector is a junior and he was a First Team All-District Selection defender for District 3148. Thank you for your time. Good night.
Help me welcome Coach Jackie Gonzalez presenting the Varsity Girls Softball Awards.
Due to unfortunate events, this softball season was cut short. Nonetheless, these girls worked hard, spending endless hours after school and on their own time to try and improve any way they could. The program is a work in progress, and any improvement we can get is a huge success story for us. Obviously, our record may not be where we want it, but these girls have a tremendous positive mindset, which is a positive step in the right direction. This first award is going to an athlete who has come a long way and has become an important piece of our infield. Her willingness to sacrifice her body to stop the ball has earned her this award. She had a handful of big plays that prevented the opponent from scoring. This year's defensive MVP goes to junior Brandy Fuentes. The following award is going to an athlete who has always been committed to getting better and has shown vast improvements since her freshman year. She has played numerous positions on the field, always exemplifying a great attitude. Her commitment to the team and her will to get better has earned her this award. The Dedication and Desire Award goes to Junior Anaí Alvarez. The third award is going to an individual who is very knowledgeable of the sport. She makes her presence felt offensively by batting in the heart of the lineup and bringing in runs. This athlete will push herself to the limit and is very coachable. If need be, she would play every position if she had to. She led the team in batting average, and I'm looking forward to having her back another year. This year's offensive MVP goes to Carolina Lopez. The last award is going to an individual who was a team leader, constantly motivating the girls on and off the field no matter what the score was. She had a hard swing, a rocket of an arm, and she was a speedster around the bases. This athlete was also a wall defensively, not allowing the ball to get by her. Her absence on the field will be missed next season. This year's MVP goes to senior Vanessa Martinez.
Up next, Coach Isaac Hernandez presenting Varsity Boys Baseball Awards.
Good evening, parents. I want to thank y'all for letting us coaches be a part of your children's life. Even if it's just for a moment, it means a great deal to us. From me, Coach Hernandez, from Coach Mesa, we appreciate it. And everything that you did for the baseball program. The next three award recipients, I cannot say enough about any of them. They were the ones that dealt with the pressure. They were the ones that dealt with me yelling at them. They dealt with me demanding more. And they always came through. The first one, Josue Sandoman, Defensive Player of the Year. He was our catcher, and he was in charge of the pitches. He was in charge of our defense. Great job. All 4 years, he did a lot for us. People don't know how important the catcher is, and he was an important part of the playoff team, And Josue Sandoman, Defensive Player of the Year. Great job. Our next award recipient, Julian Alvarez. I still remember when I met him in the weight room that summer of his freshman year. I told him everything that I expected from him. I told him what we needed. He came through with flying colors. Never did he say no. He ended up this year with a 350 batting average. When we needed a big hit during tournaments, he got it. Thank you, Julian. Offensive Player of the Year, Julian Alvarez. Thank you. The next one, I don't think any of his teammates will disagree with this award. Our team MVP, Samuel Cerda. He played pitcher, catcher, shortstop, second, third, center field, first base. The kid played it without ever complaining, without ever saying no. His pitching went above and beyond what we asked for every year. And he was surrounded with great defense, but you need a great pitcher. And that's what Sammy was. Everything that was asked of him, he did. Never complained. When we needed to lay down a bunt with a runner on third, he did it. Never asked, coach, it's going to hurt my average. No. Because of the mentality like Sammy's, that's why our team was successful. Once again, our team MVP, Samuel Cerda. Great job all 4 years. Great job. All three of these players are going to be missed. Their leadership, their mentality. All of my seniors are going to be missed. Red Ant Baseball is what it is because of you guys. And hopefully it continues to be what it is because kids saw you play. So once again, congratulations. Thank you, parents, and wish you nothing but the best. Go Red Ants.
And now we have Coach Gloria Guerrier presenting the Varsity Girls Track Awards.
Beginning with our newcomer of the year, we have freshman Cyan Alanis. Coming to us in a late start, Cyan was a little bit hesitant in what she was to expect for track and field. Little did we know she would come out flying. After each performance, she would say, "Coach, I know I can do better." And with each performance, she did. Congratulations, Cyan. Our Heart and Hustle of the Year goes to Becky Soria. Miss Becky was one of the most dedicated athletes on the field. Never missed a practice and was a good teammate to everybody, always making sure to see everybody was where they needed to be. Great job, Becky. Our dedication and desire goes to Faith Garza. After missing her sophomore year due to injury, she came back more determined than ever to make up for lost time. She improved her performances with each meet that we attended. Great job, Faith. Our MVP awards for track and field go to Diani Garcia and Leslie Barrera. Both of these young ladies have shown leadership in track and field and great performances. They are very determined and dedicated when it comes to the sport. At every meet they attended, they set out to improve the previous meets, and they did not disappoint. having a new PR almost every time that we competed. Diani competed in the 400 and the 200 and the mile relay. Her main event was the 400 and she improved from last year's 1 minute and 6 seconds to 1 minute and 2 seconds. That is a great improvement. Good job, Diani.
Leslie Barrera is a third-year returning varsity track and field athlete. With each year, she has shown many great improvements. This led her to set and break many personal records this track season. Great job, Leslie.
Congratulations to the Lady Red Ant track team. Good job, ladies.
And now, Coach Ivan Gonzalez presenting the Varsity Boys Track Awards.
Good evening. My name is Coach Gonzalez. I'm the boys' head track and field coach here at Progreso High School. First and foremost, I would like to take this time to thank the parents, guardians, family, and friends who helped support our program and make this season such a success. Without you all, none of this would have been possible. This year, our program had one of the best seasons in school history. All 3 of our relays were ranked number 1 in the district. From the jumps, to the throws, to the running events and distance events, the boys were ready to compete against the best out there. And although our season was cut short, there were still many successes of the season. From the meets won to the lessons learned, this was overall a very good season for all of us. I'm extremely proud of every one of our athletes, from the JV athletes to everybody who participated in the varsity. I can't wait to see what next year has in store for us. Also, a huge thank you to all the assistant coaches of the track program. Without your continued dedication and commitment to the program, none of this would have been possible.
The first award of the night is the Newcomer of the Year award. This award goes to Adrian Cavazos. Adrian is a junior that was reluctant to join the track team in previous years. This year, however, went out there and committed himself and improved tremendously. Arguing me many times that he couldn't handle the 400-meter run, he ended up being a key part of our mile relay that won several meets this year, and was also a member of the 4x200 meter relay team that set a new school record this year. Great job, Adrian.
The next award is the Dedication and Desire Award. This year, that award goes to Samuel Cerda. I have coached Samuel in track and field since he was maybe about 10 years old, and I don't know if I've ever seen or met a more dedicated athlete than Sam. Found a way to balance doing 2 sports at the exact same time and perform at an elite level in both, as he was not only an integral part of my track team, but also a key part of our baseball team. His dedication has helped build him into one of the Valley's best triple jumpers. Sure going to miss Samuel next year, but I'm assured that his continued dedication will take him very far in life. Congrats, Sam. The next award is the award for Most Improved. This award goes to Richard Guarneros. Richard started off track for the first time in his career this year. Although I'm sure he was unsure about what he was doing, he stuck with it and committed. I saw Richard drop times meet after meet in several different events, including the 800-meter run and the mile. Towards the end of the season, after finally convincing him to run the 2-mile, I think he realized his potential and saw just how much time he had dropped. He went from being on the JV team to competing on the varsity level and posting some great times. I'm excited to see what we can accomplish in year 2. Moving on, we have the award for Heart and Hustle. This actually may be the second year in a row that this individual gets this award, and there's a strong reason for that. The award goes to Rudy Sandoval. Rudy has been part of our track team since his freshman year, and I've seen him literally pour his heart and soul into improving every single day for himself and his teammates. He has literally risked his body for the team. One time in particular was this year at the Westico Invitational during the 4x400 meter relay, where he and several of his teammates decided to add flips to the end of their 400 meter runs. Scratched up and bruised, Rudy was more upset at the fact that they had not performed how he knew they were able to. He is never one to shy away from any workout or event, regardless of how difficult or challenging the event may be. Great job, Rudy, and I'm excited for the future. My last award for the evening is the award for Most Valuable Player. After much debate and discussion with several of the coaches, it was decided I could just not give it to one. The 2 MVP award recipients for the 2019-2020 school year are George Arredondo and Luis Garcia. George has been our captain for 2 years now, and it will definitely be difficult to replace an athlete of his caliber. Argued me forever about the 400 being too long and not his race, and was never going to be successful. Eventually listened to me, and after all this hard work, became one of the fastest runners in the Valley and one of the top 400-meter runners in school history. We know this year he was destined for greatness and was dead set on breaking the school record in the 400-meter dash, which he would have done. And although that was cut short, his commitment and leadership in the sport has set a standard that will carry on in our team for many years to come. A standard of excellence. We're sure going to miss you, George, but we're excited to see you succeed at life. Our second recipient of the Most Valuable Player Award is Luis Garcia. Never have I found an athlete that keeps me on my toes as much as Luis does. Through injuries, stress, we went through it all this year. This kid went from being a timer and manager of the team during his freshman year of high school to being one of the best jumpers in the Rio Grande Valley. This year, Luis jumped a 45-foot, 4¼ inch and set a new school record by doing so in the triple jump. That mark actually had him as the furthest jump in the valley all season long. He went on to win or finish as runner-up in every single meet that he entered in the long jump and triple jump. Luis was also part of our school record-breaking 4x200 meter relay. He has a very bright future ahead of him, and I'm excited for the greatness that awaits him his senior year.
The Red Ant and Lady Red Ant of the Year is an athlete that is chosen for their many outstanding contributions and achievements to the athletic program, as well as a model student and a citizen to their community. Lady Red Ant for 2019-2020 is Nicole Trevino. Nicole Trevino has been an integral part of the Lady Red Ant program since her freshman year, competing in basketball and soccer for 1 year, softball for 2 years, track for 3 years, and volleyball for 4. Throughout her high school, Nicole advanced to the area and regional level for 3 consecutive years as a part of relay teams and individually in track and field. In volleyball, she and her teammates made the post-district season playoffs for 2 years in a row. In 2019, she was awarded the MVP All-District selection for volleyball, as well as being selected as a member of the 2019 Rio Grande Valley Volleyball All-Star Team. Her commitment and success to volleyball is going to be taking her to the next level. Good luck and congratulations, Nicole.
The recipient of the Red Ant of the Year award is an individual who epitomizes the ideal Red Ant athlete. We not only look at the most successful athlete in a program, but rather look at an individual that has made great contributions to the Red Ant athletic program as a whole. This year, that award goes to Samuel Cerda. During his time at Progreso High School, Samuel has participated in football, cross country, track, and baseball. After an injury ended his football career early his freshman year, Samuel decided to join cross country as a way to stay in shape and prepare for baseball. 3 years later, Samuel leaves Progreso as a 3-time district champion, a 3-time regional champion, and a 2-time state medalist in cross country, a district champion, area qualifier, and regional qualifier in track, and a 2-time state playoff qualifier in baseball. He has been a model student that has helped inspire others in athletics and beyond. His leadership has greatly contributed to the success of our athletic programs and has left an everlasting impact. As sad as we are to see Samuel move on from high school, we are assured that he will be successful in any endeavor he chooses to pursue. Congratulations, Samuel.
That was our last award for the evening, but before we log off, I would like to speak on behalf of all the coaches who presented this evening by saying thank you. Thank you to all the parents, guardians, family, and friends for your continued support of Red Ant Athletics. Our student athletes could not be anywhere near as successful without you being by their side. As tough as things may seem at the moment, I know we will bounce back from this. Now remember, we may be small, but we are mighty. We are the mighty Red Ants. Thank you again, Red Ant Nation, for joining us for this presentation of the 2020 Red Ant Athletics Awards. On behalf of our administration and coaches, I'm Ryan Alanis saying, be safe and be well. Good night.